Hey everybody, how are you doing today? It is October 8th, 2020, and we have another article here that I want to bring to you showing you how we're seeing exactly what we thought was going to happen, how it's playing out, okay? Not only are we seeing schools closed like I just covered in my video that I just posted, we are seeing the lockdowns being talked about over and over again, and we know that the vax is coming. It's coming rapidly fast. They're about to distribute, and we know that they're going to use the government to do this. The army, the military, whatever it is, we know that they are going to use that to distribute this vax. So we need to be prepared. So let's get into this real quick, okay? This is from October 4th, okay? It says new three-tier lockdown plan for England. The Guardian, okay? It says a new three-tier lockdown is being planned for England. The Guardian reported, citing leaked government documents which revealed tougher measures that could be implemented locally or nationally if government fails to get CV19 cases under control. They're never going to get it under control because there's nothing to get under control. They don't want to get anything under control. This is all a setup, okay? It says, the new lockdown would potentially entail harsher restrictions, including the closure of pubs and a ban on all social contact outside household groups, the newspaper said. Can you believe this? How are we going to let this happen again? Is everybody going to stand by and just go and sit in their homes again? You know, look, they hope to return to normality before Christmas. Well, guess what? How do you get to go back to, normalcy, as they want to call it? You bow down to them. You take their vax, you take their test, you do everything they tell you to do, and if not, you don't get your lives back. That's how they're going to continue to hold this over our head. But I don't care. I will never take that vax. They can have whatever so-called normal life that they thought they were giving us in the first place. I'll be okay protecting my family and doing what I know is right. This says, according to the documents seen by The Guardian, the draft plan called the CV19 Proposed Social Distancing Framework is designed to simplify the existing localized restrictions. The plans have not yet been finalized and signed off by number 10 officials, and several of the measures could still be relaxed, according to the newspaper. Now, we're going to stop real quick, too. Always know these could be set up stories, okay? Always know that these could be perfectly planned and set out to cause 1 or 2 or 3 different reactions from the public, okay? So you need to understand that don't always take these, 100% as truth. Take them as, what are they using this for? They're always going to use these for multiple different things, okay? You know what I mean? For different angles. Their agenda is always multifaceted, okay? So let's keep going on through here, okay? But I just want you to remember that, okay? It says Britain gradually came out of a national lockdown over the summer, but many areas, including major cities such as Manchester and Glasgow, are currently subject to local restrictions. In an interview on Sunday, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson denied a suggestion that the local restrictions were not working, given infection rates were still rising in the affected areas, and there was no end in sight to the measures. Okay, now real quick, if you caught the video that I uploaded 2 days ago, it talked about the PCR test, okay? This test is not testing for this virus, okay? There is nothing to test for like this. People need to realize that this is a massive show. This is, if the world is a stage, that is exactly what we are going through right here, okay? You need to see that. Stop falling for, it's rising, it's dropping, none of it. It's all a setup. It says, the 3-tier system is aimed at improving people's compliance. Yeah, there you go. There's some truth, right? With the rules, The Guardian said, stating that many citizens do not have a clear understanding of the rules that apply to them. You hear that? Do what we say or we're going to lock you down for good. Oh yeah, it's coming. The levels are intended to be minimum standards, and specific local circumstances would also be taken into account, the newspaper said, citing a government source. See, that's why you got to take this all with a grain of salt, because this could just be a perfectly laid out agenda, agenda-filled article that gets people like me, reporting on it, and maybe that's exactly what they want. I'm just saying you always have to take a step back and make sure that you're not just, falling right into the trap that they're setting, okay? It says the government had last week announced a tightening of restrictions on socializing in northeast England in response to high and increasing CV19 infection rates in the region, the latest in a series of local measures. It's just horrible. Oh, because all these people are testing positive. Oh, then this infection rate is massive, and it's so bad, and we have to lock everybody down. Why are people falling for this? Why are people believing this? I don't understand. Where are the millions of people dropping dead that they said was all going to happen? I mean, this is so obvious. It's so right in your face that it can be very, very hard to report on, and I bet it can even just be hard to watch. Because when I just catch any piece of mainstream media, listening to them, I want to pull my hair out, because it's just so ridiculous that anybody would still be falling for this, okay? So that was the end of this article. I'm going to leave this here. Like I said, this editing may not be great. I want to get this information out, so I have so much to try to catch up on, so I apologize if I'm talking extremely fast. I already do, and then when I have a lot on my mind like I do right now, I definitely will, speed up how I'm talking. So I just want to thank everybody. I'm sorry that I was not allowed to post to either one of my channels, even though my backup channel didn't even show a strike. And I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I'm back for right now, so all we can do is just continue to post these videos here. So I'm going to do all I can to get this information out there. Please do not fall for this, okay? Do not think, oh, I have to do whatever they say to go back to normalcy like they're trying to tell you, okay? You need to get right with God. You need to get right with your family, and that is the most important thing. If you do that, nothing they do can harm you, okay? I promise you that. Now, please, pray for everyone that is going through these hard times. Pray for people that are about to get hit by another hurricane that was 100% built and steered to the location that they wanted it to. Pray for the people with all the wildfires and just everything. There's so much going on throughout the entire world, and I just hope that if you're going through some hard times right now, I pray that, Jesus lays his hand on you, lets you know that he has your back. And if he has your back and you have faith in him, you have nothing to worry about. And I mean absolutely nothing to worry about. You fear no man, you fear only God. Do not fear these evil people locking us down, trying to take away every right that you ever have had, and trying to push us up against a wall to force us into certain decisions, which is obviously to take the vax. That is one of the massive plots that they have been unfolding, this entire time. That is the number one agenda, in my opinion. There's a lot of them. It's not just about the vax. It's about a lot of other things as well. But, like I said, I'm rambling. I apologize. Everybody, it's really good to be back, though. Please leave some comments down below. We can chat back and forth. We can kind of figure out what's going on now. And we can catch up a little bit. So, everybody, stay safe, stay strong. No fear, no panic. Only preparation. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.